And we are live on another edition of Wits and Wages. And sis, you are gonna love this message that I just got. You ready? Sis?
You don't even want to hear it.
No, you do want to hear this one. It's
No.
from Ann Mulvaney. Yes, my mother-in-law. Hi, Kurt. This is your mother-in-law. Have a good show, Annie. How do you get a better message than that right out of the gate, sis?
You paid her.
I did not pay her. Absolutely did not pay her.
I'm joking.
Thank you for the message. You're the best. And I'm going to say this still
He's
on.
all over Facebook and Twitter now. It's
I will
amazing.
say this because Jen's probably not watching. Jen is an unbelievable cook, guys. But you know what? I think her mom still got a little bit over her. Hopefully Jen doesn't hear it. Hopefully Jen doesn't hear it. But I got to be honest. I'm an honest guy. So I got to give her one with one A. But thank you for listening. And Dan Worley, our good friend, is saying what's up.
Mama Moby is the lady.
So you know what? I'll go to Mr. Sis next. How are you tonight, Sis?
I'm like, okay, we're going to see what happens on this show tonight because we got a lot of fraud slayers on here, people making predictions and all the other stuff. But, when it comes down to the wire, we'll see what happens. Me, I walk the walk, man, if I talk the talk. That's for sure.
Okay. I'm going to go next to Mr. Carson Shear. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, Kurt. Always a pleasure. Thanks again for having me on this show. I love talking sports with you guys.
This is your show, Carson. This is your show, too.
Thanks for letting me be a part of the show, as always.
You're part of it.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. March Madness is right around the corner.
You are the show.
You are the show.
Thanks, guys. But yeah, March Madness Selection Sunday's 3 weeks away. We're all fired up for that, and I'm ready to talk some sports.
And Mr. Joey Clams, how are you?
One day, some of the kids brought my mother's groceries already home, already home from the store. I had to respect. How you doing? How you feeling? Annie, how are you? When are you going to invite me over for some pasta linguine?
Oh, she's good. Joe, you'll like it. She's good.
I'll bring over the Ruffino.
There you go. And Mr. Kirkpatrick, how are you?
Good. Got the technical difficulties out of the way. I'm ready to roll. Sorry about the delay, fellas.
All right, so I got to do this. I want to go off cue for one thing. Last night, in one of my quick hitters, Joey and Carson weren't here. Joey, we actually did a little dedication to you last night. One of my questions was, our guy Joey Clams, he always has a little saying, and we all try to. I don't want to use the word what's the word? Like sound like you. Okay, so what we did, we had myself, Kenny, we had Paul Rosen, and Sis. So tonight we'll do ours, and then Carson and Joey Clams is going to finish it the right way. We all wanted last night. We all had to do our best. Joey Clams, how you doing? So, Sis, give me what you did last night.
No. That was last night.
You won't do it one more time, Sis?
Nope.
Okay, Kenny, do yours, please.
I'll try my best. I'm still congested. Hey, how you doing?
Carson, you're up.
Hey, how you doing?
That's good. And Joey Clams, do the original one right now.
Hey, how you doing?
That's it.
How you doing? How you feeling?
There you go.
There it is.
All right, so what we got going on tonight, Mr. Kirkpatrick? I don't know what you got going on tonight.
Football's over, but still got a little bit to talk about. It's been a slow day, but I got one little football topic for everybody. And I got a surprise question for everybody, and then we're gonna get into some basketball, Kurt. But let's get into some news right away. I'll start with you, Kurt. Troy Aikman was announced that he's going to be joining Monday Night Football and leaving Joe Buck and Fox Sports. My first question would be to you guys is, do you like the move for Aikman? And who do you think is going to take over for Troy Aikman over there at Fox?
I do. I like the move for Aikman. I think it kind of gets him out of the spotlight. Not that on the spotlight, but it's Buck and Aikman. I think it's by our guy John Beelan saying Aikman gone. He's saying terrible QB. Put that on the abs list.
There it is. We got
Put that on the abs list. But no, I think Aikman there is good. He'll be the face, I think, now Monday Night Football. And I think it's going to be Sean Payton for a year.
Okay. Carson, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great move for Monday Night Football. You saw what they did, kind of experiment with Eli and Peyton doing their thing. I think Troy Aikman, obviously, household name in the game of football. It's going to be weird not seeing him alongside Joe Buck because he's there every single broadcast with him for the game of the week. So I'm happy for Troy, and I think it's good for Monday Night Football.
Mr. Clams, what are your thoughts?
I don't like Troy Aikman as a color or an analyst. I think he's like really dry. But I think Joe Buck is good. I mean, the move to Monday night, I think they should have went with Peyton Manning and put Joe Buck in there on Monday night. Joe Buck and Peyton Manning would have been I bet you they would have really rolled together pretty good. I'm not an Aikman fan, and he's a little too dry, and he repeats what just happened. They ran the ball twice, and Joe and this and that. Tony Romo's way better than that.
Kenny, real quick before you get to this. Little, not breaking news, but this is from Beelan. He's saying, good evening, fellas. And sis, you're going to like this. From not only from Beelan, but from the birthday boy, Salvatore. So happy birthday, Salvatore.
Happy birthday, Sal.
And you know what?
Salvatore.
If him and Salvatore want to jump on, we sing happy birthday to Salvatore on the show, Kenny.
Absolutely.
If he
You're
wants.
the
Hey,
host.
Salvatore,
You're the host, Kurt. You didn't make-
salute. How you doing, JP?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you're still host, Kurt.
I'll
Just
give
like
it to you right now. Sorry, Kenny.
And sis, what do you think of the whole Aikman thing?
First of all, I'm totally shocked at Joey Clams with Buck. Are you kidding me? He's the worst announcer in football, number one. Number two, Troy Aikman, it don't really matter because wherever he goes, when Dallas plays, he's going to do the same stuff he's been doing for the last 15, 20 years. So to me, it really don't matter. But again, shocked, thought Joey Clams knew his stuff. Buck, are you kidding me? It's terrible.
No, he's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of him, but he's pretty good as an announcer. You know what? I'm just to think about it. Kurt Warner should have gotten a shot.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. You're 100%.
And I'm a big fan of Kevin Harlan on the radio.
Yes.
That's my guy.
Listen,
Harlan.
Kevin Burkhardt
And Iron Eagle is good too.
Kevin Burkhardt is one of the best announcers on TV.
But I'm not an Aikman guy. I mean, he's a good guy and everything like that. But listen.
Kurt, do you agree with that?
Which one?
Kevin Burkhardt.
Yeah, he is good. He's very good.
You like Aikman, Kurt?
Yeah, I don't mind him, but I agree with Sis. I mean, he does get into the Cowboys too much, and that's why I really give a lot of credit. I know a lot of people don't like Collinsworth, but that had to be hard for him doing that Super Bowl. Like, he really wasn't pro Cincinnati at all.
Absolutely, you nailed it. He wasn't. He was very even keel. Yep.
Well, the one thing that got me is, like, you're going to be up against the Manning. Like, why? They should direct it towards one or the other. Now they're just like, you're going to have the Manning cast, and you're going to have Aikman now, and
well,
whoever's
it is,
announcing with
Kenny.
Aikman.
Now you got two stations going. That's more money.
Yep.
And you know what? You got people who ain't going to tune into Monday Night Football. You'll get some people tuning into it now. But some people don't watch the Manning brothers. They rather watch
the real,
play-by-play.
right? The right, yep.
Yeah.
Now they're locked into what? 224, 225.
I know they signed a deal.
Right.
Guys, David Slade saying good afternoon, gentlemen.
What's up, Dave?
The Slade Man.
Well, and who do you think? Any names out there that could take over, Kurt, for?
I said Sean
Aikman?
Payton for the year.
I'm hearing Greg Olson, our boy Greg Olson.
I like that. Yeah, I did hear that too. I
think he's still relatively new to get that high jump, but who else is a color guy on there? I can't even think of anybody out there for Fox.
Well, Sis named, one said Harlan, the other one said Burkhardt. I mean, those are two good
well,
guys.
Burkhardt's not a color guy, though.
Yeah.
Burkhardt's play-by-play.
Harlan's a play-by-play guy,
Yeah.
too.
So you need a
How
color
about Moose
guy.
Johnson?
Maybe, yeah.
How about Sims? Does Sims jump ship and get back into the booth?
Who, Chris
Well,
or Phil?
Phil.
CBS pushed him out, man.
Right. CBS did push him out for Romo. Maybe he goes to the number one spot on Fox.
That's a great point, Kurt. Yep.
David Slade's picking a really good one, and I listen to this guy every day, and he is phenomenal. Mark Schlereth. He does some games for Fox now. He's great.
Yeah, we're gonna say that. I can't pick 3 numbers. I said he's gonna bet you he's gonna say him because he was a Bronco.
Nah, but he's
And
good. He's good.
He used to piss his pants
good.
on purpose.
Yep.
Oh, he's good. That guy's good.
Anything else, football guys? You want to get into some basketball?
The only thing real quick, and Dave's on, so he's going to love this, but real quick, again, little news came out this morning about Rodgers that he's going to be making a decision soon. And part 2, whether it's back with the Packers or the team that he goes to via trade, he wants $50+ million a year. Sis,
Wow.
are you giving him over $50 million a year?
Again, you know my take on this. Packers are going to offer him 150 for 3 years, and he's going to stay.
Well, no, but I'm saying is, would you offer? David's saying, hell no. Would you, whether you're the Packers
No.
or another team, are you giving them the 50+?
Hell no. For what? For what? Give
Carson,
him 50 million.
$50 million a year. That's a lot of money.
Thank
I
you.
know it's Aaron Rodgers, but I think that's crazy for anybody.
Kenny.
I can't. You're gonna put your team in the financial hole for a couple of years.
Couple of years.
Well, 3 years. I'm saying a couple of years. So he ain't gonna be. He ain't getting no 10-year. He ain't getting a 10-year contract.
5-6 years, easy if they do that.
Joey Clams, you giving them the 50+?
I say yes because you're paying other guys 35.
That's why I'm with you, Joe.
All right. Well,
35 million. So for you know what? I know. Listen,
Wow.
I just got an example for you right now. I got my shirt on. This is the '94 New York Ranger Championship, and you know what? We went all in. It was cup or bust. You know, we never been back, but you know what?
It's worth it, right?
I thank God every day that Messier came here,
Yep.
and then he put the pieces together. They didn't win as soon as he got here. It was 2 years after that. He got the coach, he got Keenan, and then he put the pieces around them, and they sacrificed a lot. But you know what? When June came along, we were sipping champagne out of the cup, and I got the picture me at Belmont Park with the Stanley Cup.
I'm down, Joe. I'm 100% with you.
Kurt, I got to break everybody. Sis, Clams, get your vocal cords ready. We got birthday boy joining us.
Hey,
What's up,
Who is it?
Salvatore? Happy birthday, Salvatore.
happy birthday.
Go, shorty! It's your birthday.
What's up, Salvatore? How's it going?
Good, I'm 5 right now.
Happy birthday, man. 5 years old.
Say thank you.
5 years old. Awesome.
Happy
5
birthday.
years old.
Happy
Hey,
birthday,
you know
buddy.
what? How old is he?
5.
Oh, you're 5. You could have a sip of the brown juice in your father's glass right now.
Yeah, but right.
There he is.
What-
Happy birthday
what-
there, stud.
What's the birthday plans for tonight?
What's he eating? A bagel?
Nah, bananas, man. Got to get them on the protein.
Get him on the weights.
Nah, we already. He had a good day today. He had Brownstone Pancake House today this morning. He had a half a day at Dave and Buster's, right?
There you go.
Nice. There
Had
you
a
go.
little- had a little bit of hibachi. Right?
You should have watched one of Carson Claus videos. You could have won some games.
I've hit Carson up a few times.
Yeah.
You could have gotten some tricks how to win some games there for Sal.
I know which ones are the good ticket ones,
There you go. Nice.
right?
I have something on my head.
You got your band.
There
See
you go.
that?
Salvatore, I got a tip for you.
Look,
Don't bet on bubble gum. It sticks to the rail.
Hey,
I grenade or not. Bananas are healthy.
you bet on bananas, right?
Bananas are healthy.
yes, they are.
So I got to ask Salvatore a question. So Salvatore, are you a Jets fan like Dad?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm a Black Jets.
And what did he say? I didn't hear.
I'm a Black Jets.
He likes the alternate jersey, all the black.
Oh,
all
the
black.
black
okay,
tee. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green one.
You
You know who else is a Jets fan? Mr. Joey Clams is a Jets
Yeah.
fan.
And it's a gray Jets.
See Clams? Clams is a fan.
And the gray ones too.
Yeah.
Richard Todd, baby.
All right.
All right, guys.
We're gonna let them do what they do, right?
Yeah.
All right. Say see
I
you
would
later.
say happy birthday, Sal.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Happy
yes.
birthday,
birthday,
buddy.
Salvatore.
God bless. God bless and chin down uno.
Hey guys.
Thank you, Balin.
A little
Beautiful.
Double guns.
birthday surprise there, Mr. Salvatore Beelan.
There you
I
go.
didn't know. It was
5
a
years
kid.
old.
No.
A very young fan of the show. Love it. Let's move on to some basketball here. And then if we got some time later on, I got a couple short little topics to bring up.
Okay, whatever you want.
You got some college basketball for us?
Yeah, you want to do that first? You want to do the games first?
Yeah, let's do the
All
games
right.
first.
So we
Let's
got
do that.
it's actually a pretty nice Thursday night. By the way, a little breaking news. I have already a delayed opening tomorrow, so it's supposed to be pretty bad tomorrow. So
Stay home tomorrow.
I will
Nope.
take that. So a couple of again games for tonight. I know Sis is pumped up because his team, and I say not his Seton Hall team, his other team is playing tonight.
No. Seton Hall is my team.
I know
Right
Seton Hall is your team, but we'll start
Sir.
9 o'clock tonight. FS1, number 22, Ohio State at number 15, Illinois. Right now, it looks like Illinois is a 7.5-point favorite. Carson, you're the Big Ten guy. Where are you going to go in this one?
Yeah, I think that's about right with the line. Ohio State, they've been looking a little shaky the past couple games. I think Illinois is kind of catching fire at the right time. I think they're going to that's a tough place to win in Champaign, Illinois down there. So I'm going to go with Illinois. I think they cover against Ohio State.
I'm with
That
you.
boy,
I'm with
Carson.
you, sis. I'm with you, Carson. Kofi's just an animal. It'll be a good matchup because two of the best players in the Big Ten. But I'm going to go with Kofi and Illinois at home. Joey Clams.
Yeah, I'm going with the Buckeyes on the road. They're starting to win some games. They're putting some games together, even though they're getting lucky. But you know what? I'll take the points. It's going to be a close game down to the wire. I think the 7.5 is a little too high, so I'm going to take the Buckeyes.
Sis, you taking your boys?
You know exactly where I'm going.
Sis is Illinois, and Kenny. Finish it off.
I can't go against Sis, but all joking aside, that boy inside Cockburn, they're going to try and stop him. They may stop him. He'll still have 20 points, 10 rebounds. He'll still have a double-double. You're going to see some of the supporting cast for Illinois bombing away from 3 tonight. Illinois covers this game. They're going to win by 10.
Okay. Sleeper game where you might be like, okay, I don't really know these teams, but probably one of the best games of the year you're going to see. 24-5 Belmont at 26-2 Murray State tonight, 9 o'clock ESPNU. Carson, Murray State 3-point favorite.
This is a scary game. Belmont's a really good team. You always hear them in March Madness, and they're always there for a reason. Typically, usually winning their own conference. I think I'm going to go with Belmont here with the 3 points in this game.
Carson, I'm with you. I'm going to take Belmont too. I know it's on the road, but listen, that team's tested. I think they brought everybody back from last year. I'm going to go Belmont too. Sis.
Excuse me. Belmont by 10.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
I think I'm with you guys. I think this could be an upset. Murray State is not Gonzaga. Gonzaga is way better than anybody in their league. I think Belmont's clearly the number 2 team in the division right now, and they want to be the number 1 team going into the tournament. So I'm going to take Belmont here with the outright upset.
Clams.
I'm going with Murray State at home. These two teams, it's every year. They're back and forth. This is every year with these two teams. It's the same teams. They're always fighting to get into the dance. Give me the home team. Let's go. Big time. It's money time now. Put up or shut up.
All right, I'm only going to go to Clams on this one, guys, because I got a lot more games. But Clams, I know you're a big Oregon fan. Tonight, are you taking the 3 points at home against UCLA with your Oregon Ducks?
You know what? I laid it with UCLA, and I'm going against the Ducks. But you know what? I'm surprised the way the Ducks been playing. But he's a great coach, and he's got a lot of great transfers, in the offseason that transferred over there. But I like the Bruins tonight against the Ducks.
All right, let's go to Saturday's slate. 12 o'clock, we'll know what Carson's doing. Sis, Purdue at Michigan State. I know we don't have a line, but who do you like in the game? Would you take points? I mean, Michigan State, I would assume, is probably going to get a couple points here. Purdue at Michigan State, Sis.
Well, in all due respect to Carson, I don't know. Michigan State's been playing really sloppy, and you're going into Purdue, man. They're tough, so I'm going to take Purdue. in that
You know
game.
what? This is my test for Mac Painter, who I just do not trust come tournament time. This is a game where they're more talented than Michigan State, but you know what? This is Izzo versus Painter, and this is a game where it just scares the hell out of me because he's going to do something stupid where he's going to lose the game. I'm going to go with Purdue, but this is my test right now. If they lose this game, don't be shocked. You're seeing, Purdue upset in the round of 32 come tournament time because I just do not trust this guy. I'll take him here, but I
So
don't trust him.
you're sticking with your home.
No.
home team
I'm going to
period.
take Purdue, but I'm saying, to me, this is like a preview of what's going to happen in the Big Ten
Yeah.
tournament and NCAA because coaching, you better win with coaching. And they're better than Michigan State. They are talent-wise. But if he gets out coached and he loses this game, this is on him. Kenny.
Okay, got you.
Well, you nailed it. You said coaching. So I'm going to go Michigan State here because it's more of a must win for Michigan State than Purdue, obviously. So we're getting close to tournament time, Big Ten tournament. We're getting close to March Madness. I think Michigan State needs a big win going into the Big Ten tournament and get momentum going into that tournament. So I'm going to go with the outright upset in Michigan State and take the coaching because, like you, Kurt, I do not like Painter over there at Purdue at all.
Clams.
Yeah, I can agree with you, Kurt. When you said Purdue was a talented team, on paper they might be the most talented team in the country.
Mhm.
And you will hit it right with the coach. Every year they'll get to the
Every
Sweet
year.
16 or to just Sunday or Saturday, and they'll get upset. Listen, to win this tournament, you need a big man, you need a point guard and a coach. They got that, but the thing is with the coach, Michigan State, I can't trust them no more. They lost by 20 the other day. I had them twice this year where they disappointed me. I can't trust them. It's either Purdue or it's a pass. So
Okay.
give me Purdue right now for the show, and I'll let you know on Saturday when the line comes out where we're going with the game.
Okay.
But I can never go on the Michigan State side. Can't trust them.
All right. And it's your team, Carson.
Yeah, this team has been disappointing over the last month or so. We had a great start to the year, kind of just always sitting around the top 25. Our first only two losses were to Baylor and Kansas. Then we went on like a 10-game win streak. Yeah, and we just got blown out by Iowa by 26, had a close loss at home to Illinois, and then we blew a 14-point lead on the road to Penn State. And now we have to play number 4, Purdue. So, again, this team is very wishy-washy. They come in streaks. There's not a go-to, get the ball in the guy's hand score on our team. We don't really have that guy. Jaden Ivey, he's a stud. He's going to be a lottery pick in this year's draft. Again, it's hard to say what the line's going to be. I have to watch what it is on Saturday. But, Joey just said it. I cannot trust this team right now. There's questions with Izzo. It's the certain moves that he's made with the rotation that we're just not really agreeing with or not really seeing any improvement. I think I would have to go Purdue here. I hate to say it, but I need to see something out of this team. And we do need a big win because we're like a 90% chance for a lock to be in the tournament. But if we lose these last 4 games, we are going to be on the bubble very quickly.
Play-in game.
Okay.
I said love them. Yeah, love them and leave them. When you bet, don't fall. Keep in love with a team with your heart. Your heart will send you down the corner to the candy store, to the Shylock.
Clams, I'll come back to you on Saturday, 2 o'clock, CBS, number 6, Kentucky, which Sis talked about last night, against at number 18, Arkansas. Clams.
Yeah, I'm on Kentucky. I got them 12-1 to cut down the nylons and everything. I like the way they play. They're not freshmen like they always were. They got some juniors and sophomores on the team, but their point guard is hurt. Washington is, I don't know if he's going to be playing. And you know what? They're looking at the bigger picture. So I like Kentucky to win the game. I don't know what the line is to cover, but I see Kentucky going far this year. Give me the Blue Cats.
Yeah, you know what, Joe? I'm with you. I think they're one of the most talented teams in the country, but I also think that Arkansas plays good at home. Like, if I could get, I don't know. What do you think the spread is? Could it be 5? Is that too much? 6?
You know what? It all depends. If the kids, I don't know if the kid Washington's going to play the point guard, so that'll be a pass for me. So you might see this line might be around 3.5, 3.
Right.
Because Arkansas is home.
If it's under 3, I'd probably go Kentucky. Over 3, I would take Arkansas on the points. Kenny.
Listen, I'm going to tell everybody right now. that you got to wait for the last minute. Look at the reports on the injuries. Who else is hurt? There's a couple of guys at Kentucky that are a little banged up. They might be playing, but they're banged up. He's looking at the big picture, Johnny Caps. So double check and don't bet early. Watch the line. When you see the line move, check a few places. Go to Pinnacle Sports. They got the sharpest line out there, and go by their line.
Kenny.
I don't know who else watched the Kentucky game yesterday, but I watched them almost blow a double-digit lead in the last 2 minutes because they could not handle full-court press. I like Arkansas, and I'm going to take Arkansas outright to win this game at home. This team is trending up. They got the guards that can they're fast, they're quick. I think it's Amude and is Tony's another guard over there. I think they're gonna play their style of ball, and I think it's gonna be a lot for Kentucky to handle. And they may get sloppy with the ball again, like they did last night against LSU. So I'm gonna take Arkansas outright upset.
Carson.
Onions. That's onions, baby.
Yeah, this is a tough game. And again, kind of what Kenny just hit the nail on the head. They almost blew I think it was a 12-point lead to LSU last night. And then Arkansas has been a really good team at home. They just knocked off Auburn, who were number one at the time a few weeks ago. This team made some damage in March Madness last year. Yep. Again, it's hard to say what the line is, but Joey made a good point. Kentucky has a couple guys that are questionable to play Saturday. So if they are still questionable, I would go Arkansas on the points here. But I think Kentucky's going to win.
I got one more point. 1 second. I just got one more point. I want Kenny, what you were saying about Kentucky, that they blow in the lead. You see a lot of those games this year. I want everybody to keep an eye on it because everybody gambles now. Every state has gambling. A lot of teams that were favored like 7, 8, or 9 are up by 14, and all of a sudden the other team goes on a run and it gets right by the number. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying keep your eyebrows open.
Right, and I just want to throw some friendly advice out there. My opinion, college basketball, stick with money line instead of points. Money line will get you the money in the long run over points.
Mr. Sis.
There's words of wisdom coming from Kenny. Kentucky, again, had a 12-point lead last night with like 2 and change to play. They almost blew it, but guess what? They didn't. This team knows how to win. And my opinion, they'll be in the Final Four. They're good.
Okay.
They're real good.
2 more games. We got Kansas at Baylor. 24 and 23 and 4 Kansas, 23 and 5 Baylor, Carson.
This is another really good game. I think both the teams are going to make a far run in this year's tournament. I think I have to go with the defending champ, though, and go Baylor here. I think they're too explosive. They got a lot of their similar guys coming back. Kansas is a really good team, but I would go Baylor in this game.
Sis.
Yeah, Carson just nailed it. Everything he said, excuse me, I'm on board with him. Baylor.
I'm with you guys, too. Baylor at home. It's a big game for them. Hey, you're the defending champs. This is where they've been down a little, couple injuries. They go back on a run. Joey Clams.
I'm gonna go with the Jayhawks. Yeah, they've been playing pretty good, and Baylor's I think is a little banged up still. You know what? This is a big test for the Jayhawks. You know what? They're like the Atlanta Braves, always good, always there. They only won once. So give me with this guy, give me Kansas. I think you know what? I think they're focused. I'm going to give Kansas a shot. I'm going to see what the line is there. You might be getting points with them.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
I think I'm going to go. I think Baylor's going to be favored by a couple points, so I would take Baylor on the money line. But if you can get 3 points with Kansas in this game, I think you take the points if you're going to go points, because I think it's going to be a 1 or 2 point game. So, but I would take Baylor on the money line, but Kansas, if you can get 2 to 3 points, I think you take points. But I'll take
right
Baylor,
on tonight, Kenny. Everything you're saying, Kenny, everything you're saying with the money line, you're right on with that.
And the last one, I'm going to ask this a little differently because number 1 Gonzaga is going to number 3 St. Mary's. Okay, I'll say this. I think what number? I think I don't think anyone here is going to pick St. Mary's in an outright upset. But what number would you take? What is the first number you would take with the points for St. Mary's? Like how many points, Joe?
You said the game's at St. Mary's?
It's at St. Mary's, 10 o'clock.
I think the line is going to be around between 9 and 11.
So what would you grab St. Mary's with? What's the lowest you would?
I would have to take. I would have to take definitely double digits and probably about 12.5 for me to take St. Mary's.
Let me interrupt for 1 second. Tonight I saw Gonzaga's playing San Francisco in San Francisco.
Yes.
The Golden Domes.
Gonzaga's favored by 10. That was early this morning. It might have jumped, but early this morning.
10. Yep.
I laid
St.
9.
Mary's is better than San Francisco in my opinion. So I think, like Clam said, if you can get 10, I think you take 10. But I think that might be like an 8-point spread.
All right. So if it's
lower.
10, Kenny, you would take St. Mary's?
Yes.
Carson, what would you do if it was 10?
Yeah, Kenny just stole my thunder. He made a good point. Gonzaga's playing San Francisco. We're going to see what happens. See, tonight's game at San Francisco is going to make a really big impact on the line for St. Mary's, because if Gonzaga keeps it close with San Francisco, then the line might get all over the place for Saturday. So again, I would go St. Mary's points again comfortably 10, 11-ish.
Sis, what
but
about
it could
you?
be lower. I'm almost hoping Gonzaga blows out San Francisco, because then you could probably get more value on St. Mary's on Sunday.
Yep. Sis, what about you? St. Mary's, or would you just lay it with Gonzaga? You don't really care.
No, I think you would need 12 to 14 points, and don't sleep on San Francisco, man.
I know they're good, especially at home.
They're home. They gotta. I won't be shocked if they beat Gonzaga tonight. Not at all.
Okay,
But yeah,
Mr.
12
Kirkpatrick.
to 14.
Come up to my window, put that in with me. Come on, I'll take it.
Go take a nap. Go take a nap.
I'm on the Bulldogs tonight.
Go
Kurt,
take a
did you
nap.
put those up?
I didn't put it up yet. I will.
I got
Wait
something
till
for you
tomorrow
guys.
when the games are over, then you can put it up.
We got about 20, 25 minutes left. I got a topic real quick.
What do you
It'll
got?
be a quick one. I got the top 10 mid-majors listed, and I got a couple on the outside looking in. And I'm going to read them, and then you tell me who you think can make a run, like at least get a first-round upset in the tournament. Like, who do you think who
Or
could be
to the
dangerous
Sweet
in this tournament?
16.
Okay, do Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Gonzaga, we're going to leave out. They're ranked number 1.
Okay.
I got Murray State number 2. St. Mary's, we just talked about. They're ranked number 3 they're number 3 mid-major right now. Okay. South Dakota State, and I'll read the records: 26-2 for Murray State, 22-6 for St. Mary's. South Dakota State, 25-4.
The Jackrabbits.
Jackrabbits, that's right. Loyola Chicago and Sister Jean,
20-6. Sister? As for the basket.
Iona, Mr. Patino is ranked number 6, 22-5.
Slick Rick.
Toledo, 21-6. The Belmont Bulldogs, we were talking about them, 24-5. New Mexico State, 22-4. And Tennessee Chattanooga, 22-7. Then I got outside looking in: Vermont, Towson State, Kent State, Ohio, and San Francisco, who we just talked about. Kurt, you think any of these teams can be dangerous in the tournament?
Yes, I would take. I love Belmont. Again, they didn't get in. I think they did not get in the tournament.
They didn't get in last year.
They didn't get in because they lost the conference tournament, but they had everybody back. Listen, they're going to shoot, and shooting threes in the tournament is big. I'm going to take them, and I am going with Rick Pitino, man. He almost beat Alabama last year. Pitino is a better coach than anybody that he'll play in that first or second round. I'm going Iowa, and Belmont would be mine, Kenny.
Okay. Sis, you got any sleepers here out of these mid-majors can make some noise?
These teams in this division are going nowhere. Don't kid yourself. None. Zero.
Clams, I know you got somebody who's a sleeper.
Well, I'm with Kurt with Iona. The only thing is, if you get upset in your conference, they're not. Who knows if they might not make it to the dance.
Right.
But I like Iona, Murray State, and I'm going to give you one a team that's been good all year. Look out for the Wyoming Cowboys. Put some money on them to go to the Sweet 16. See what the odds are of Wyoming making a Sweet 16.
They did lose. They lost a tough one last night to Colorado State, but they're a very good team.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
dangerous. They're dangerous.
Carson, any teams dangerous on this list for you?
Ready for this one? That's not on your list, Kenny. And they made some damage last year when they shocked the nation and beat Purdue. The Mean Green from North Texas.
There
I
you
really
go.
like them.
I like that.
24. I think they can make another kind of under the radar run again this year in this tournament.
I like that. Now, Kurt, you might be able to answer
By
this.
the way, Joey Clams, they are plus 4,000 Wyoming to get to the Final Four.
No, the Sweet 16.
Oh, Sweet 16. I don't know if I could do. I can't do Sweet 16 in there, but the Final
You
Four.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You know
Kurt,
what?
you might be able.
Oregon State made it last year. They're a better team than Oregon State is.
You might be able to answer this one for me, Kurt.
Yes.
Is that point guard back from Ohio?
No, I believe he is not. No.
Okay, so
Pretty
then
much
that's
the
team.
NBA.
Yeah, I'm going to take them out. I agree with Belmont if they can get in. Loyola Chicago, why not? Right?
You know
did
what
it
though?
last
They,
year.
they've lost some games this year. They lost. They actually cost me in a bet on Saturday, so I'm against the Loyola right now. At home, I forgot who they lost to. Drake.
Sold it a grudge.
If-
Maybe it was
I'll
Drake.
tell you what, if Murray State can get by Belmont and through their tournament with just 2 losses, that's got to be a dangerous team too. So that was just a little mid-majors. So, you don't get to talk about the mid-majors too much. So
Hey, listen, I watched
Bring that
that WAC, the Western Conference, late 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. You got some good basketball teams there. Nevada. You got
Colorado
you got
State.
the Lobo, Colorado State, San Diego State.
Yep.
There's some good. Let me tell you, some good bowl games over
Well,
there.
San Diego State, when you watch them play, it's halftime. It's 19-18. They're being like a football team.
Yeah.
So let's do this now. We did mid-majors. Let's do our top 4 our top 4 and our next one's looking in. Kurt?
Okay. You want me to go first?
I'll go same order. I see it on my screen.
All right. Well, I'm going to definitely go. Now, this is just who I think is now or who
Who
might.
is your top 4? Like, it doesn't have to be like what the, who
Okay.
do you think is a top 4? And then you could throw 2, you could throw 3, you could throw 4 teams on the outside looking at. How many you want to throw in on the outside?
This is tough. I'm going to go. Wow. Gonzaga 1. I'm going to put Kentucky 2. I'm going to take Villanova is my, again, not, these would just be my 4 teams I like. And I'm going to go Purdue 4.
Okay, who's on the outside looking at?
Auburn. I'm gonna
You just
throw
want
Ba-
one. You can throw.
I'm going to throw Baylor in there. Auburn and Baylor.
Okay. Sis, how about your top 4?
Auburn, Illinois, Gonzaga, Kentucky, outside looking in, Baylor, and Purdue.
Like it. Clams.
Yeah, this ain't in order with 1, 2, 3, or 4. But here's the 4 teams that I'm that like right now. I'll get behind them, and it's Kentucky, it's Purdue, it's Gonzaga, and look out for Connecticut.
Okay. They did lose to Providence the other day.
They beat Villanova, though.
They beat Villanova. Tough. Yep. Carson, how about your 4 and outside looking?
Yeah, like I said, no particular order. I like Auburn a lot. I like Purdue. I think they're a really good team this year. I'd go with Arizona, and then I would go. I'd throw Duke in the mix as well. I think Coach K, his final year, I think he's going to go far in this tournament. And then kind of a mini sleeper. I really like this Providence team a lot. I'd like to find out what the odds are for them to make the Final Four.
Who is
but
it?
This
Who?
team got elite guards, really well balanced team, can shoot the ball. They're ranked number 11 right now. I really
Providence,
like the as kind of a mini sleeper.
Providence is
I watched
plus
them-
1,700 to get to the Final Four.
I watched them win a triple overtime game yesterday, and
No,
I
they're
watched them
good.
come
They're
back
good.
from
They're good.
19 down against Butler and pulled off the win in overtime. So
Yeah, that's worth a few
Is this
bucks,
just a
1,700 to
sleeper?
1.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
nice little sleeper. I think we'll have to do that next week, Kurt. Like start doing our sleepers.
Hey, Kenny, and my outside teams on the outside looking in is Texas Tech and Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
And
a good team.
Carson pretty much stole my thunder. No particular order. I got Gonzaga. I still like Auburn. Arizona, because they're playing UCLA, they're playing USC, they're playing Oregon. They only got 2 losses out there. They're under the radar. And look what that Pac-12 did last year in the tournament. So very dangerous team there. And although I'm not a fan, I'm throwing Duke in number 4. Outside looking in, Purdue, Kentucky, and my sleeper, Arkansas.
Hey, Kurt, Kenny, or even Carson, because and you too, sis, if you got any information. What's going on with Memphis? They've been playing good the last couple of games. I think they got a kid. They put in a 6'10" kid or a 6'11" kid now, and he's been doing pretty good. He's a freshman. What's their status?
Tonight,
what's their status on getting to the dance?
You know what? Like you said, they were a disappointment early on.
Yeah.
With but hey,
They had a lot of injuries.
Well, they
Yeah,
got a
they've
tough
been
one
hot.
tonight. I forget who they're playing tonight, but I saw it earlier that they got a big game tonight, I believe.
Tonight they got. I'll check it out right now. Temple at home.
Temple.
So they got
And
Temple.
Temple,
at
they
home.
both got the same
What's their record?
They're 15-9. Memphis.
And I think
15-9,
Temple's
but
right
they've
there
won.
with them.
Well, they lost last week. They lost at SMU. They had a 4-game win streak. They lost at SMU. They are third, tied for third with Temple. Tonight's a big game. Tied for third in the AAC.
What do you think about them? Because they got held. They weren't healthy. They were missing 3 starters about a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a shot to get in. I mean, again, it's Houston will be a lock, but then SMU, them for a second seed there,
A couple of cappers that I talked to out there in Vegas, they said they don't like the coach. They think he's terrible. But I don't know. I mean, he had injuries. I'm getting your opinion on. I'm just asking you.
I mean, no, they have won. I mean, again, they got beat by SMU, which was a big game.
They're talented. They're a talented team.
They are. I mean, they've won what? 1, 2, 3. They won 6 in a row and then lost at SMU. But basically, their last 2 games were at losses at SMU.
That's a team that can be dangerous in their tournament and get
Yeah.
into the dance
Yep.
with an large
Automatic
bid.
bid. Yep.
Automatic bid, rather. Want to do some NBA roundtable to finish the show off?
Sure.
Oh, boy.
I got some stuff for NBA. Let's start again. I'll do the same order I see on my screen, Kurt. Let's start off with a simple question. We just had the All-Star break. Biggest surprise team so far could be give me one. It could be
I'm
Eastern,
going to take Cleveland without
Cleveland?
a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they were, a lottery team. They got Mr. Mobley, got some young guys, and hey, they're back. Listen, there's talk LeBron possibly might want to go back there sometime. And
Hey,
they're
go see where you
35.
gotta go. Go see who you want to go rob. Go see who you gotta go rob.
They're
Get outta
35
here.
and 23. I'm going to go them.
Okay. Sis, how about you? You got a surprise team? in the NBA?
You can skip me. I have absolutely no interest in NBA. I don't watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just go around me. Okay.
All right.
No problem.
Fortunately, that's all I got right now to talk about is NBA. So that's why.
That's fine. No problem.
Clams, you got a surprise team in the NBA?
Yeah, I'm gonna put something. I think they're gonna start getting healthy. I'm gonna put something on the Nuggets, but look out for the T-Wolves.
T-Wolves, okay. Yeah, they are surprised. 31 and 28. I would definitely say that's a surprise team in the West. Carson, who's your surprise so far?
Yeah, I'd have to go with Kurt with the Cavs. I mean, they were one of the worst teams in the NBA last year, and then they got a great young core with Garland. They got, I think, the Rookie of the Year with Mobley. It kills me to say that because Cade Cunningham, he's going to be probably second in the race, but Mobley basically turned that team around as a rookie. He's playing really good basketball. Kind of a fun bet I just threw a few bucks on. Chicago is basically tied with Miami in the East, and they are 27-1 to win the NBA Finals. So I know it's kind of a long shot, but for 27-1 and they're leading the East, I think it's worth a few bucks. I just kind of
Who's that? The Bulls?
The Bulls, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I like the Bulls. I mean,
Levine, DeRozan, Vucevic.
It's a
Patrick
good
they
bet.
stay
Ewing.
healthy. That's
Yeah.
a dangerous team if they stay healthy. I had them as one of my surprises. I think a surprise team for me although they're the number 1 seed in the West and they were in the finals last year, the Suns are 48-10, guys.
Yeah.
In the West.
I know.
In the West. But let's switch it around. I'll change the order up. I'll go Carson first. Disappointing team, Carson.
I got to go with the Lakers. I mean, you have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, and you're telling me you're the 9 seed? That's pathetic. Lakers for sure, I think.
Yeah, I'll just echo your words there. That was my disappointment. I'll have a follow-up question for a couple follow-up questions after we get everybody's disappointments. Kurt.
Listen, I agree with you as Lakers, but I'm putting our Knicks on that board too. You know, 40-something wins, Coach of the Year, Thibodeau, spend cap money, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, Noel. And you know what? What are they now?
Brought everybody back.
25 and 34. Something's wrong, man. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry. You know what? They're gonna go for when you call, whether it's a home run or a bust. I think they're gonna go all in for Zion. I really do.
Well, that was gonna be one of my questions.
I think it's gonna be Zion and his boys in New York City.
Yeah.
And hope that he just doesn't want to be in New Orleans, but something's got to give, man. I mean, and you know what? I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think Tibbs is going to be coaching that team. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
How about it, Clams? Who's disappointing you?
It's 100%. It's the Lakers with all that talent on there and all the superstars and the prima donnas. But I'm a Knicks fan, and listen. There's no superstars on the team. You just named guys. Who are those guys?
Exactly.
The Knicks, you can't win in this league without superstars.
Nope.
You cannot win without a superstar.
It's why, I'll say this, Joe, and I know Kenny's going to be mad at this one, but I'm sorry. We have gone look at where we were, and it free falling. Oh, but we got Toppin and we got Quickly. I'm sorry, but if it's not even Zion, but if they ever turned around and they said, I read somewhere and it said, Karl Anthony Towns and Booker is really what Leon Rose. I'm trading everybody for those two guys. Everybody on that roster. I'm not keeping Quentin Grimes. See ya. Obi Toppin. Go dunk in Minnesota. Because you're right, Joe. You don't win with those guys. Those guys is your 7th and 8th piece, but not. Games on the line, Quentin Grimes is shooting. You're not going to win like that in a playoff, Jay. You're right, Joe. You need stars. I'm not
mad at you. I'm all in on that.
You need stars. Randall's
Kurt, he won the dunk contest, Kurt. Your boy won
exactly.
The dunk
he won and you know what somebody said? He won the dunk contest. He'll play 4 minutes tomorrow.
Hey, Kurt, did they have that on FanDuel? Because my daughter said she couldn't find it. I was putting money on it to win it. Did they have odds on them?
What, the
FanDuel? She said there was nothing on the dunk contest.
I think they did.
I thought they did too. I didn't look, but I thought they did.
It might have been hard to find, but it might have been there.
Well, listen, I'm Sis has been a Knick fan. I've been a Knick fan. I was young when I seen Frazier, but I do remember him. I had a poster in my room with the Knicks, the 69 and the champions and all that. But let me tell you something. Years ago, there was not me. There was people who say, Patrick's not a winner. He's not that. I said, don't worry. When he's gone, you're going to miss him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you're missing him. The guy,
gentlemen, I'm going to get off.
He never had a go-to guy. They never challenged or put Malone down. He had Stockton. Who did Patrick have? Patrick had nobody.
You're right.
This is saying goodbye, fellas.
Sis, you're saying goodbye?
Yeah, I'll see you next week. This is boring. This is boring. For me, anyway. It's all good. Do what you got to do.
Sis ain't an NBA guy. Okay.
And that's it for Mr. Siciliano tonight, fellas.
Hey, listen. Did you put my golf up?
But Joey Clay, hold on 1 second. Joey Clay,
that's next week, Joe. We're going to talk NASCAR and golf.
Well, wait, I got one question for Clam.
Listen, my boys won 6 weeks in a row at the golf. They're not going to shit out of it.
Clams, can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Zion, do you go all in for Zion if you're the Knicks this summer?
You got it. Nothing else is working.
Well, I was going to be all right. Well, let's ask that question.
Go down swing.
I agree with you.
Oh, well, you stop trying to balance the ship. Let's go. Yep. Go down swinging.
I didn't want him in the draft.
The only thing is, he's got to stay on the court. He's always hurt.
I didn't want him in the draft, but now you can get him at a lesser price. Go for it. If you got to give up quickly and top in like Kurt said, and give up a first round pick, you go get Zion.
See, now,
He's
time
better
out.
than what you got on your roster right now.
See, Carson, you're going to love this. I'm coming after Mr. Fraud Slayer right now. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. See, that's okay to do, right? But Joey Clams just nailed it. You don't win in the NBA without stars. You don't win in the NFL without elite quarterbacks. So why wouldn't like a team like the Broncos go and say, hey, we got to give up Draymond Jones. Ship him to Green Bay. Yeah, but we want Judy. Ship him to Green Bay. You're saying, well, give up quickly and give up time. Why is that okay? Why isn't it okay for Denver to give up everything, give up 7 draft picks for Aaron Rodgers? Why isn't that okay?
It's a difference.
Why?
I get what you're saying, but you're talking about the money, Kurt.
But time out. But time out.
If it's
All
just the
seriousness.
picks, I told you
But
I'm
time
in on
out,
that.
Kenny. Right now, do the New York Knicks have any chance to get to an NBA final the way they're constructed?
No.
Okay. Do the Denver Broncos have any chance to get to the Super Bowl? Hold on. With Carson Wentz, Tyrod Taylor, Teddy Bridgewater, Mitchell Trubisky. Do they have any chance?
No.
So why not do
no.
it? So why not do it?
This is something I wanted to bring
Do
up
they with
before
Aaron
about Mitchell
Rodgers?
Trubisky.
Do they with Aaron Rodgers, Kenny?
They have a shot, yes.
Then do it. Then do it.
I think
Hey,
I would
listen.
agree and disagree. I would agree and disagree with both you guys. I can see what Kenny's coming from because again, Zion still is a question mark. But again, if you're the Knicks, if you want to throw in a few of your players and a few first rounders to go get a guy that could potentially still has major upside, they've been some controversy around him gaining weight and if he's ever going to return healthy again. So I get where Kenny's coming from, and then again, to your point, Kurt, it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. So if you got to do whatever you got to do to go get him, that you got to pull the trigger.
Got to do it, man. Now let me ask you this, Carson. Do you think, real quick, Carson, do you think the whole gain in weight is just him saying, I want out of here. I don't want to be in New Orleans. So I'm basically, I don't know, I'm going to eat my way out of New Orleans, but I'm going to just, until you
He's
trade
just a
me.
big guy that likes to eat. And when he gets hurt,
I think it's just and he's still 20 years old. I think he's still a kid. He's still got to make his decisions, and that's kind of on him with what he wants to eat. Outside of what he does when he's not on the court. But again, it's the Pelicans, so I can see why he wouldn't be as happy. And again, there was some controversy. I saw like on the news on SportsCenter, they had like the Pelicans. They were advertising their 2022-23 season ticket plan. The headline was McCollum and a few other guys, but Zion was not on that list. So you'd think they would introduce that and say, hey, come see Zion. So maybe it's a calling for them that he's going to be gone in the offseason.
Hey, and you know what? And Kurt, you get Zion there, right? And you know what you're going to, because hopefully this kid will be one of the elite players in the league. And then all of a sudden it starts the pipe.
Yep.
Here they come. They want to follow him. I want to play with him. He's going to help my game. I'll get money with him.
You're
we
right.
can win a championship. Come on, come with us. It's like you're going around. It's like it turned into like a bar team. Like grab whoever you want to grab. That's what happens. That's how it is now. That's how it's set up. It's going on. Look at the Sixers. How many teams this guy is going to be on? I don't want to play with the Rockets no more. I don't want to play with the Nets no more. That's what goes on now. To win in the NBA, you need a superstar.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
And you know what?
Mitch Trubisky, I just want to get off the subject. You're talking. I want to bring it up before I forgot. My friend, my man North from Chicago, he's a big Bears fan. He said Trubisky's not a bad quarterback. He had a winning record. He went to the playoffs with them. Went to the playoffs.
guy.
Hold on. And look who his coach was, Nagy.
I heard that
said-
too
he
today,
said-
Joe. It said they screw up anything over there in Chicago. And
Listen,
he got
and
them to
He's going to be the
Trubisky-
Giants'
is a-
backup quarterback.
Hold on. Listen, Trubisky, if you look at his stats, when he's on the run and he's throwing on the run, he's at the top of the game. When he's in the pocket, he's not a pocket passer. He's terrible.
He's going to be
I'm
the
just
Giants'
saying,
backup quarterback this year. And
He's
he
gonna
may
be a
get the
starter
job.
again.
And
He's
he
gonna
may
be a
get the
starter.
job. And he may eventually get the job. Got about 5 minutes left, Kurt. All right, let's do this. Who's in the NBA championship? If the season ended today, who would you pick to go to the finals?
I think it's the
Okay,
Suns and the
Carson.
Warriors. I don't see anybody else in the West that's going to compete with them, especially come playoff time. That Suns team is so good. They are so well balanced. Their chemistry is great between. I mean, again, it's going to depend on the health of Chris Paul, though. If Chris Paul still is wishy-washy when he comes back from his thumb injury, it's going to be different. But I would say Warriors and Suns are going to be Western Conference Finals, and one of those teams I think has a really good shot to win. And then the East. Again, the Bucks, it's so hard for anybody to repeat. I would say the Bucks and then possibly Sixers, the Nets, and I'll throw the Bulls in there too. I think any of those four could meet up. So I would go Suns and Sixers and Suns win it. That's who I would go.
Okay.
Kirk.
It's tough, man. He nailed all my teams. I think the West will be Golden State and Phoenix, but I think Phoenix needs Chris Paul to get by Golden State, but I say they will. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to take Philly over Brooklyn in a series, but I'm going to go back to, I think Phoenix is going to beat Milwaukee this year in the rematch.
Yeah.
I like Milwaukee, man. He's good, man.
Yeah.
He's
Surprise team nobody picked, the Memphis Grizzlies, 41-19.
Yep. Yeah.
Very sneaky there, but I'll go and then I'll let Joey finish it. I'm going to go Warriors over Sixers as well. My two dark horse teams will be the Bulls. And in the West, I always like the Nuggets, but I'm going to go off them this year. I'm going to say the Jazz. Don't sleep on the Jazz. They're still 36-22 out there in the West.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a sleeper team.
I'm going to throw out a prediction right now. You ready? And you mark this down. 2-24-22. Not this year. After next year, Philly doesn't win it. The head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers is going to be who? Come on. Let's see who gets it out of you three.
Yeah.
Come on. They're going to blame Doc Rivers, and Harden's going to want somebody as his head coach. And
what the heck's his name? Houston. He was in Houston.
D'Antoni. Yep. Mark my words.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Well, Clams, let's get your prediction on finals if the season ends.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with the chalk in the West. If they get healthy, they were dangerous last year in the playoffs. Give me the Nuggets and the Sixers. I'm always a Nuggets guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna marry them in a parlay to get to. You could do that like an exacta. Nuggets Sixers in the championship.
I like
it. We get some good odds on that.
I like it.
Okay.
I think that's a wrap.
Let's do final thoughts. Let's start with Carson. Final thoughts.
Yeah, again, always love talking sports with you guys. One of the best shows on the face of the internet, the K&K Sports Talk Show in its finest. And again, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the games. And March Madness is right around the corner. It's one of my favorite times of the year. And obviously, of course, I say it all the time on my shows, but be responsible when it comes to these games. Don't ever bet more than you can afford to lose, and enjoy the games.
And a couple of things, Carson, we'll be doing another pool again this year with you guys. You'll be doing something again, or no?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll set something up. If it'll be with Caesars or whatever. Do some kind of March Madness bracket type of thing. We'll put that together.
Hang around for like 30 seconds after the show. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And the other thing, Carson, is, again, Joey Clams, you too. You guys obviously welcome. We did it last year. The night of when they do the bracket, that Sunday, we did the show last year.
Yeah.
Come on, do a quick, opening what we like. So we'll do something again like that. We're going to do.
We'll do the matchups.
For sure. I'll be there. Yeah.
March Madness show.
Joey Clams.
And then Carson, let's get Carson's plug for his show.
Yeah, if you guys like casino games, you can find me on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays, usually 8:30 Eastern time for all your casino needs. And if you guys want to catch me on the shorter versions, we do highlight videos on my YouTube channel. Just search up Ticket Time, and you'll find me over there as well.
Best in the business, right there.
Yes, sir. Mr. Clams, final thoughts.
Yeah, about the NCAA tournament in Staten Island. I always get into this big pool. At one time, it was $1 million. It was 1.3 million. You could even look it up on ESPN. Wow. The Jody's pool in Staten Island. It's only $10 to get in, and you just got to pick the final four. You're the winner, but there might be thousands of people tied. And you got to pick the winner of the team that won the championship. Then the tiebreakers, the total points, and you got up to 5 o'clock on Friday to put it in. So if one time a big team went down on a Thursday, everybody came back to put more in because it's only $10. So
Right.
people put thousands in. It got up to $1.3 million. It's cash too.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Jody's pool was. Now they do it at a different place. And
Well, get us in it. Let's get us in it.
yeah,
Clams.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, let's throw some entries in. We'll throw some entries in there
I
and
go
split the
There you
million
go.
between the
I
four of
go
us.
there on Fridays that day. I put them in. That's what
I take a quarter of $1 million.
And I want to give a
Four-way
shout out
split.
to Keene College softball. Tomorrow they're headed down to North Carolina to open up the season. Coach Margie and my daughter Gabriella, she's a Copper Regina of the team, and good luck down there.
Hey, we need to get them on the show. We need
Nice,
to
good luck.
bring them on the show,
my best
Joe.
bet tonight got Utah plus the points, and we got Gonzaga got a minus the 9. I got a gambling story for you, a quick one. This guy Matt, I met him at Saratoga with a bunch of guys the last 4 years, and these guys were telling me stories about him. Back in the day, he's a little guy. He's about 5'5", 130 pounds. Little Matt, good guy. He used to go to the track. He fast. He used to go to the track at Belmont and say, "Give me 200, win 200 play." As soon as the ticket popped out, boom, he took off like a jackrabbit, ran around. He did it about 7 times. Then they finally caught him, and he had to go to Rikers Island for about 60 days. And he's all right. That was back in the day. That's little Matt. He's up at Saratoga. I'll be seeing him. Everybody's welcome to come to Saratoga the week of August 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. We'll be up there. Hey, I'm Joey Clams. That's a gambling story.
There you go.
There we go, Joe.
I'll go next, Mr. Kirkpatrick. Hey, again, final March Madness, like Carson said. I love the conference tournaments. Hey, we see if we want to get Clams in that. We did the little bracket. Jenny Hoops won it last year. Remember we did the conference tournament in Liverpool?
Yeah.
We
that
all
was
threw
fun.
the money in. Jen won it. Jen got the hoodie. So we'll do that again. It was pretty fun, Joe. We take like the big conferences. We do 5, like 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and we put it all together. So you come in, winner got we buy the winner like a sweatshirt or a hoodie, whatever.
Sweatshirt, or we'll get Joey a new fedora.
Yeah,
We'll get him a
fedora.
Yeah, I
it
need
is.
one. Yeah.
And that's it. And my last comment is, listen, Aaron Rodgers, pay him $50 million. He's the best in the game. If you're paying Dak 40, I'd pay Rodgers 60.
The odds went up, Kurt. I told you, he's favored to go back to Green Bay.
Right. Who's second?
It went from 250 to 350.
Who's second?
Broncos, and then the 49ers are third at 9-1. They were 8-1 yesterday. They're 9-1.
What's
now.
Denver?
Denver is they're plus, I think 450 now.
Okay.
They're second favorite.
Okay. And Mr. Kirkpatrick, final thoughts.
Oh, good show, guys. I didn't get a chance earlier. We thanked Sis yesterday for you guys all doing a great job on the show last week. Kurt had some, heating problems at his house, and I was under the weather. Thank you to the three of you. You did a great job. I watched the show on the sidelines. It was definitely entertaining hour, and appreciated it.
Yeah, thank you.
Where's the big guy? The big guy took his ball and went home.
He went home.
Joey and I held down the fort.
You guys did a good job. Appreciated it. And my last thing, Kurt, I'll talk about the Knicks real quick. You know me, I want the Ja Morant draft night. We got stuck with, I don't want to say stuck with RJ Barrett. We got RJ Barrett. He was the third best player in the draft. We didn't win the draft, but I didn't want Zion. But now, if it makes any sense, if you can get him on the cheaper end now, I'm all in on Zion. He's been hurt with the Pelicans, and you're not going to give up the whole team, the whole future for a guy who's been hurt and played. Somebody brought it up, the stat, less games than Greg Oden in his first 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's
So
and you don't want to be desperate either.
You don't want to be desperate, but you do want to take a shot. I'm all in for it, and I don't want to be called a fraud because I want to get it out of the system now. I did not want Zion draft night, but I would take him for the right price as a trade or a free agent.
Okay.
Hey Carson, are you a Detroit Piston fan?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I got one more. Okay, Joe, and I got one more real quick one, Kurt. 10 seconds when Joe's done.
Okay. No, I was gonna say back in the day, I'm a big Knicks fan, but the team I loved to watch was the Bad Boys. Let me tell you something. That was one of the best teams I ever seen.
Yep.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Timmy Johnson, the microwave. He's from Brooklyn.
The 30
Yeah.
for 30 Bad Boys was phenomenal.
Oh,
Carson,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. They had the USFL draft yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
your Michigan Panthers, I believe they are. You better get a jersey now
Yep.
and get a Paxton Lynch jersey because that's going to be the USFL MVP, and he's going to win a championship with the Michigan Panthers, and Kurt's going to be getting a jersey as well when he wins it.
Ah.
Hey,
It's an
Carson,
actual
make sure-
team I can root for in Michigan besides the stupid Lions.
Hey,
So go
hey,
Panthers.
Carson, get your bankroll ready for this. This is where you make the money. Follow me with this. I destroyed them a couple of years ago. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Go.
fellas.
Yeah, follow me on this one. And get
Yeah, I
on.
got
You got to
you,
get
Joey.
on. The numbers are going to move fast on this.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Boys, that's been a great hour and 10
Yep.
minutes.
See you
We will
guys
see
next
everybody next week.
See you
March
guys.
March Madness